Welcome to our channel. We are so glad you found your way here. Let us help you fall asleep. Let's begin with magnetic navigation. How birds and bees see the Earth's field. Take a slow, deep breath in and release it. Let the weight of the day fade away as we embark on an unhurried, atmospheric journey through the wonders of the cosmos. Your mind is quiet. The universe is vast, and we are ready to explore. Magnetic navigation serves as an intriguing phenomenon, allowing various species to traverse vast distances with remarkable precision. Birds and bees, among others, utilize the Earth's magnetic field as a navigational aid, enabling them to orient themselves in relation to their environment. This ability is not merely instinctual. It arises from complex biological mechanisms that interpret magnetic signals. Research indicates that certain species possess specialized cells containing magnetite, a mineral that responds to magnetic fields. These cells enable an acute sensitivity to the Earth's magnetic forces, providing essential information that guides their movements. In addition, the cryptochrome proteins found in the eyes of some birds are believed to play a crucial role in detecting magnetic fields through light-induced chemical reactions. This phenomenon manifests differently across species. For instance, migratory birds employ magnetic navigation during their long journeys, relying on the Earth's field for orientation across thousands of kilometers. Similarly, bees utilize magnetic cues in combination with visual landmarks, enhancing their foraging efficiency and navigational accuracy. Variations in magnetic field strength and direction, influenced by geological and solar activities, can affect these navigational systems, presenting challenges to the creatures that rely on them. Understanding these mechanisms not only uncovers the intricacies of animal behavior, but also reveals the profound connections between life and the planet's magnetic environment. The Earth's magnetic field, a dynamic entity, is generated by the motion of molten iron in its outer core. This process creates a geodynamo, which produces a magnetic field extending far beyond the surface. The structure of this magnetic field can be visualized as a set of magnetic lines, which emerge from the southern hemisphere and re-enter in the northern hemisphere, forming a protective shield around the planet. These lines of force are not static, but vary in intensity and direction due to the complexities of the Earth's inner workings. The field is strongest near the poles and diminishes toward the equator, influencing various phenomena, including the orientation of migratory species. The magnetic poles themselves are not fixed. They shift over time, impacting navigation for both animals and humans alike. In addition to the primary field, there exist secondary fields caused by local geological structures, contributing to the overall magnetic landscape. These anomalies can be detected by sensitive instruments, revealing the underlying geology of regions. This intricate interaction between the core, mantle, and crust creates a multifaceted environment that sustains life and enables the delicate balance of ecosystems. Each component of this field plays a crucial role in shielding the planet from solar winds and cosmic radiation, essential for maintaining the conditions necessary for life. Historical perspectives reveal a long-standing intrigue surrounding animal navigation, particularly in birds and bees. Early researchers observed migratory patterns, noting the remarkable ability of these creatures to traverse vast distances with apparent ease Ancient civilizations often attributed this skill to divine guidance or an instinctive connection to the cosmos, reflecting a blend of mythology and the nascent understanding of natural phenomena. Systematic studies began in the early 20th century as scientists sought to decode the mechanisms underlying these navigation techniques. Experiments demonstrated that birds could sense the Earth's magnetic field, utilizing it as an invisible map. This adaptation enabled them to orient themselves during migration, allowing for the successful relocation to breeding grounds far from their winter habitats. Bees display a different but equally fascinating approach. Their navigational prowess relies on a combination of visual cues and an innate ability to detect the Earth's magnetic field. Research has shown that honeybees can utilize the position of the sun in the sky, alongside their magnetic perception, to return to their hives after foraging. Understanding these navigation strategies sheds light on the evolutionary advantages conferred by such abilities. The ability to interpret magnetic fields not only enhances survival, but also plays a role in the complex interactions within ecosystems, influencing migration patterns and food availability. Basic principles of magnetism originate from the behavior of charged particles, particularly electrons. These particles generate magnetic fields when they move, creating a force that can affect other charged particles in their vicinity. The relationship between electricity and magnetism is described by Maxwell's equations, which articulate how electric currents produce magnetic fields and vice versa. This interplay is foundational for understanding the Earth's magnetic field, which extends into space and envelops the planet. The Earth's core, composed largely of molten iron, functions as a dynamo, generating a magnetic field through its movement. This field is not uniform. It exhibits variations due to solar activity and geological processes. The magnetic poles shift over time, and the intensity of the field fluctuates, creating an environment in which animals must adapt their navigation techniques. Birds and bees utilize specialized sensory mechanisms to detect these magnetic fields. For instance, certain proteins in their eyes and bodies are sensitive to magnetic orientation. These sensory adaptations allow them to perceive the Earth's magnetic field as a navigational guide, aligning their movements with invisible lines that crisscross the globe. Understanding this basic physics of magnetism sheds light on the intricate behaviors observed in migratory species, highlighting the remarkable efficiency with which they navigate vast distances across diverse environments. The magnetosphere serves as an essential shield, enveloping the Earth and safeguarding it from the solar wind, a continuous stream of charged particles emitted by the sun. This protective barrier is generated by the planet's magnetic field, which extends far beyond the surface, creating a complex interplay between solar radiation and terrestrial life. Within this region, atmospheric particles collide with solar winds, resulting in phenomena such as auroras. These captivating displays of light occur when charged particles interact with the magnetic field, reflecting the dynamic nature of this shield. The magnetosphere influences not just the planet's surface, but also the biological systems that inhabit it. Organisms adapt to the fluctuating magnetic environment, allowing for an array of evolutionary advantages. Studies indicate that many species utilize magnetic cues during their life cycles, whether in migration, foraging, or reproduction. The nuanced understanding of these navigational aids reveals how life has evolved symbiotically with the magnetosphere, adapting to its protective benefits, while also responding to its subtle variations. The implications of this relationship extend to broader ecological dynamics, where shifts in the magnetosphere may affect migratory patterns, breeding cycles, and even population distributions. This intricate connection underscores the magnetosphere's role as not merely a physical barrier, but as a vital influence shaping the rhythms of life on Earth. Electromagnetic fields permeate the environment, originating from both natural and anthropogenic sources. The Earth's magnetic field, generated by the motion of molten iron within its outer core, serves as a protective shield against solar radiation. This natural phenomenon creates a stable backdrop against which various forms of life navigate their surroundings. Birds and bees utilize this magnetic orientation to migrate and forage, demonstrating a sophisticated understanding of their environment. In contrast, anthropogenic sources contribute to a more complex electromagnetic landscape. Devices such as power lines, radio towers, and wireless communication systems emit artificial electromagnetic fields, altering the natural signals that organisms rely on. The interplay between these natural and human-made fields can influence animal behavior, navigation, and communication. Research has shown that certain species may experience disorientation in areas with high artificial field intensity. This disruption raises questions about the long-term consequences for ecosystems. Animals, attuned to the subtle changes in their environment, may struggle to adapt to the increasingly electrified world. While some species exhibit resilience, others may face significant challenges in survival and reproduction. The delicate balance between natural and anthropogenic electromagnetic fields highlights the necessity for ongoing study, as understanding these interactions is crucial for maintaining ecological health and preserving the intricate connections found in the natural world. Evolutionarily, navigation has developed into a sophisticated skill set across various species. This adaptation can be observed in migratory birds, which utilize the Earth's magnetic field as a compass during long journeys. They possess specialized proteins known as cryptochromes, enabling them to perceive magnetic orientation. This ability likely emerged as a survival mechanism, allowing them to traverse vast distances with remarkable precision. Insects such as bees exhibit an entirely different yet equally fascinating navigation strategy. Their capacity to recognize landmarks and positions relative to the sun showcases a combination of visual acuity and innate instinct. This remarkable skill aids in foraging and returning to their hives. The integration of visual cues and magnetic orientation reflects an evolutionary response to the demands of their environments. Marine animals, including certain species of fish and sea turtles, also demonstrate advanced navigation techniques. These creatures often rely on both the Earth's magnetic field and environmental cues such as water temperature and chemical signals. Such multifaceted navigation systems enhance their ability to locate spawning grounds and feeding areas across expansive oceanic landscapes. The evolutionary trajectory of these navigation skills emphasizes the inherent adaptability of life. Each species has honed its methods over millennia, reflecting a deep connection to the Earth's magnetic nature and the necessity for survival within their respective ecosystems. The importance of magnetic orientation in avian species is profound, influencing migration patterns and breeding habits. Many birds possess specialized cells containing magnetite, allowing them to detect the Earth's magnetic field with remarkable precision. This ability facilitates navigation across vast distances, linking seasonal changes with instinctual journeys. The feathered travelers utilize the magnetic signals in conjunction with visual landmarks and the position of the sun. This multifaceted approach to navigation ensures their successful return to breeding grounds, feeding areas, and winter habitats. The reliance on magnetic orientation becomes especially evident during lengthy migrations, where the potential for disorientation poses a significant risk. Certain species demonstrate an innate ability to adjust their migratory routes in response to variations in the magnetic field. Observations have shown that when subjected to artificially altered magnetic environments, these birds exhibit altered flight patterns, suggesting they rely heavily on this sensory input. This phenomenon underscores the evolutionary benefit of magnetic orientation, allowing for adaptive behaviors in changing climates and habitats. Research continues to unveil the complexities of avian navigation, revealing that these creatures are sensitive to fluctuating magnetic forces. The interplay between environmental variables and biological mechanisms fosters an intricate relationship between birds and their migratory journeys, highlighting an extraordinary evolutionary adaptation that transcends generations. The homing pigeon showcases remarkable capabilities in navigation. Utilizing the Earth's magnetic field as a crucial guide, these birds possess specialized magnetoreceptors, allowing them to detect magnetic variations and orient themselves accordingly. It has been observed that the biochemistry within their eyes enables them to perceive light in a manner that aligns with magnetic fields, thus creating a mental map of their surroundings. Research conducted in various controlled environments indicates that disruptions in magnetic fields can significantly impair their navigational abilities when subjected to artificial magnetic interference. These pigeons exhibit disorientation, failing to return to their lofts. This phenomenon underscores the reliance on geomagnetic cues essential for their long-distance travels. Field studies reveal that pigeons can traverse thousands of kilometers, returning home with astonishing precision. They utilize a combination of visual landmarks and the geomagnetic field, integrating these inputs to establish their route. This dual approach enhances their navigational efficacy, ensuring successful migration and return. The evolutionary significance of this navigational strategy is profound. It emphasizes the adaptability of these birds to their environment, showcasing a finely tuned mechanism that has been honed across generations. Understanding these processes not only illuminates avian biology, but also provides insights into the broader implications of magnetic navigation within the animal kingdom. The study of such phenomena continues to unravel the complexities of life on Earth. Physiological mechanisms play a crucial role in how birds detect the Earth's magnetic field. Specialized cells in certain avian species contain cryptochromes, light-sensitive proteins that appear to be integral in the process of magnetoreception. These molecules are sensitive to the Earth's magnetic field, allowing birds to perceive its direction and intensity. In particular, this sensitivity is heightened in the retina, where these proteins provide visual cues that are interpreted by the bird's brains. Research has revealed that light influences these cryptochromes, thereby affecting the bird's ability to navigate when exposed to specific wavelengths. The proteins undergo a structural change, creating a cascade of biochemical signals. This process enables birds to visualize magnetic fields as a form of orientation, guiding them during migration across vast distances. Additional studies have indicated that certain species possess iron-rich structures known as magnetite, located in their beaks or other body parts. These structures may interact with the Earth's magnetic field, providing another layer of navigation aid. The integration of visual and magnetic information allows birds to form a comprehensive understanding of their environment. Understanding these physiological adaptations not only sheds light on avian navigation, but also raises questions about the evolutionary pressures that shaped such intricate mechanisms. These insights contribute to a greater understanding of animal behavior and the interconnectedness of life on our planet. The eye plays a pivotal role in magnetoreception among birds, acting as a biological compass that detects the Earth's magnetic field. Specialized cells within the retina, known as cryptochromes, are sensitive to magnetic fields and are believed to initiate the process of navigation. Light exposure activates these molecules, allowing birds to perceive magnetic information in a way that is still not fully understood. In certain species, the presence of these photoreceptors enables a direct correlation between light and magnetic orientation. This connection suggests that the visual system is intricately linked to the bird's ability to navigate vast distances. Research has shown that the orientation of these cryptochromes may shift in response to magnetic fluctuations, providing a dynamic reference point for avian travelers. As migratory birds embark on their journeys, this ability becomes crucial. Routes often span thousands of kilometers, necessitating precise navigation through varied environments. The interplay between visual cues and magnetic signals allows birds to adjust their paths as needed, ensuring they remain on course. The implications extend beyond mere navigation. Understanding this process offers insights into how wildlife adapts to changing landscapes and environmental challenges. The intricate mechanisms at play highlight the sophistication of avian senses and their reliance on the Earth's magnetic field to survive and thrive. Cryptochromes serve as critical molecular players in magnetoreception, acting as light-sensitive proteins found in the eyes of various avian species. These proteins respond to blue light, initiating a biochemical reaction that allows birds to perceive the Earth's magnetic field. The presence of cryptochromes is not limited to birds. They are also found in other species, including insects, suggesting a broader evolutionary adaptation to navigate through diverse environments. When light strikes these proteins, it triggers the formation of radical pairs, which exhibit a sensitivity to magnetic fields. This sensitivity allows the molecular structures to undergo alterations, enabling the organism to interpret spatial orientation relative to the magnetic lines present in the environment. Through this mechanism, birds can ascertain direction during migratory journeys that span thousands of kilometers. Research has demonstrated that the intricate configuration of cryptochromes enables them to interact with each other and their surroundings. This interaction plays a pivotal role in translating external magnetic stimuli into a navigational cue. Variations in light intensity and quality can influence the efficacy of this process, allowing for adaptability based on environmental conditions. Understanding the role of cryptochromes not only sheds light on avian navigation, but also opens pathways for exploring magnetoreception in other species. These insights contribute to a deeper comprehension of how life on Earth has evolved to utilize the planet's magnetic field for survival. Behavioral studies on birds reveal intricate patterns in navigation linked to the Earth's magnetic field. Experiments conducted in controlled environments simulate various magnetic conditions, allowing researchers to observe changes in migratory behavior. These studies often involve the use of artificial magnetic fields to determine the extent of avian reliance on geomagnetic cues. In one notable experiment, birds were placed in an arena where magnetic orientations were manipulated. The results indicated a marked preference for specific headings aligned with the Earth's magnetic field, confirming their innate ability to detect and utilize these cues. Observations during migration seasons further substantiate these findings, as flocks consistently follow paths that align with geomagnetic lines, suggesting a sophisticated internal map that guides their journeys. Tracking devices fitted to select species provide additional insights, revealing the precise routes taken over vast distances. These devices also enable scientists to monitor behavioral changes when natural magnetic fields are disrupted. In such cases, deviations from expected migratory paths are often recorded, underscoring the critical role of magnetic orientation in avian navigation. The interplay between environmental factors and magnetic fields prompts further inquiry into how birds integrate multiple sensory inputs. Continued research not only enriches our understanding of avian navigation, but also offers broader implications for understanding ecological interactions and evolutionary adaptations in the animal kingdom. Timing plays a crucial role in migratory behavior. Seasonal changes trigger innate mechanisms that dictate when birds embark on their extensive journeys. These movements often span thousands of kilometers, requiring precise coordination between environmental cues and internal biological clocks. The urgency to arrive at breeding grounds or suitable winter habitats ensures that timing is finely tuned to the availability of resources. The distances covered are remarkable. Many species travel across continents, navigating vast oceans and unfamiliar terrains. Some birds, like the Arctic tern, undertake migrations exceeding 70,000 kilometers each year, showcasing an extraordinary endurance and ability to traverse disparate ecosystems. This remarkable feat necessitates exceptional physiological adaptations, including energy-efficient flight patterns and the ability to store substantial fat reserves. Navigational strategies involve both innate behaviors and learnt experiences. Young birds, often guided by older, more experienced individuals, develop an understanding of migratory routes and stopover sites crucial for refueling. These stopovers serve as vital rest points, allowing for recuperation and sustenance before continuing the arduous trek. In this context, the interplay between timing and distance becomes evident, illustrating how migratory birds exhibit an intricate balance between instinct and environmental responsiveness. Each journey reflects a profound connection to the Earth's changing rhythms, highlighting the evolutionary significance of such remarkable navigational abilities. Environmental cues play a pivotal role in enhancing navigational accuracy. Birds often rely on visual landmarks, celestial bodies, and even olfactory signals to complement their magnetic navigation. These elements form a multifaceted framework that allows for precise orientation during migration. The interplay between visual stimuli and the Earth's magnetic field is particularly fascinating. During daylight, the sun provides a reliable beacon, while at night, the stars guide their path with unwavering consistency. Terrain features, such as mountain ranges, rivers, and coastlines, serve as essential navigational aids. Birds utilize these geographical markers to maintain their bearings, especially in unfamiliar territories. The interplay between instinctual magnetic sensing and learnt environmental cues creates a dynamic system of navigation that adapts to changing landscapes. The olfactory senses also contribute significantly. Certain species of birds are known to detect specific scents that indicate proximity to breeding or feeding grounds. This sensory input, combined with the magnetic compass, enhances their ability to locate resources essential for survival. These navigational strategies illustrate the complexity of avian behavior. By integrating magnetic information with environmental signals, birds demonstrate not only their remarkable adaptability, but also the intricate relationship between biology and the surrounding ecosystem. This synergy underscores the evolutionary advantages conferred by such sophisticated navigational capabilities. Solar activity plays a critical role in shaping the magnetosphere, influencing the Earth's magnetic field and consequently affecting the navigational systems of various species. Periodic fluctuations in solar radiation can alter the intensity and orientation of magnetic lines, creating a dynamic environment. This variability presents both challenges and opportunities for creatures reliant on geomagnetic cues. Daily and seasonal cycles of solar activity lead to changes in ionospheric dynamics, which in turn modify the magnetic field at ground level. For birds, fluctuations can impact migratory paths, influencing their ability to detect and interpret magnetic signals. These adaptations may explain the observed variability in migration patterns during periods of heightened solar activity. Bees, 4. Equipped with specialized magnetite crystals within their bodies, rely on the Earth's magnetic field for foraging and navigation. During solar storms, alterations in the magnetic environment can disrupt their ability to locate resources, leading to deviations from established routes. Understanding this interaction between solar phenomena and animal navigation adds depth to the study of ecological adaptations. It highlights the delicate balance organisms maintain in response to external stimuli. This complex relationship showcases the intricate connections between solar activity, the geomagnetic field, and the evolutionary strategies developed by species to thrive within their environments. Such insights can enhance our comprehension of both biological and atmospheric processes. Geographical variability in magnetic fields plays a pivotal role in the navigation of various avian species. This region, characterized by fluctuations in field strength and direction, influences how birds perceive their environment. In areas where the magnetic field is particularly strong, migratory birds may rely more heavily on these signals for orientation. The intensity of the magnetic field can affect the sensitivity of their navigation systems, illustrating a direct relationship between environmental conditions and migratory behavior. Differences in magnetic signatures across latitudes create unique challenges for avian travelers. Birds in northern regions may experience a more pronounced geomagnetic field, compelling them to adapt their navigational strategies. These adjustments are not solely instinctual, they involve intricate biological mechanisms that respond to the Earth's magnetic fluctuations. Research indicates that birds possess specialized proteins in their eyes, which are sensitive to magnetic fields. This biological adaptation allows them to perceive the magnetic landscape in vivid detail. The interplay between geography and magnetic navigation extends to breeding and feeding patterns. Birds, relying on magnetic cues, may select specific migration routes that optimize resource acquisition. These decisions, shaped by the Earth's magnetic variability, underscore the remarkable interplay between biological systems and atmospheric phenomena. Understanding this relationship sheds light on the resilience and adaptability of avian species in a changing world. The role of Earth's dip angle in bird migration is a critical aspect of navigational strategies employed by avian species. This angle, which varies based on geographic location, influences the orientation and flight patterns observed during migration. Birds utilize the magnetic field in conjunction with visual cues, allowing them to adapt their paths according to the Earth's unique magnetic signature in various regions. Research indicates that different species have evolved distinct mechanisms to interpret the dip angle. For instance, some may rely on innate behaviors, while others appear to learn from their environment over time. This adaptability is vital, especially as climatic shifts alter traditional migratory routes. The interaction between magnetoreception and environmental changes becomes increasingly significant. Experimental studies highlight how birds can detect variations in the dip angle, adjusting their flight paths accordingly. In regions where the angle is steeper, birds display a remarkable ability to compensate, ensuring accurate navigation despite potential disruptions. The interplay between the magnetic field and seasonal cues further complicates these migratory journeys. These findings underscore the complexities of avian navigation. The delicate balance between innate abilities and environmental influences illustrates the sophisticated nature of these migratory patterns and emphasizes the ongoing need for conservation efforts to protect their habitats. Understanding these dynamics offers valuable insights into the resilience of bird populations worldwide. The mechanisms of orientation employed by birds are intricately linked to the Earth's magnetic field. This sensory capability allows them to navigate vast distances with remarkable precision. Specialized cells within the eyes contain cryptochromes, proteins sensitive to blue light, which play a critical role in magnetoception. These proteins interact with the Earth's magnetic field, enabling the birds to perceive direction and location. In addition to visual cues, some species harness iron-rich particles located in their beaks. These magnetite crystals align with the geomagnetic field, providing an additional layer of navigational awareness. Such adaptations demonstrate an evolutionary response to the demands of migration, allowing birds to traverse thousands of kilometers with minimal error. Research has revealed that magnetic navigation is not limited to birds. Some insects, including bees, also utilize the Earth's magnetic field for orientation. They exhibit a unique ability to integrate multiple navigational cues, including visual landmarks and olfactory signals. This multifaceted approach enhances their foraging efficiency and overall survival. Understanding the interplay between these mechanisms contributes to a broader comprehension of ecological dynamics and the potential impacts of environmental change as habitats evolve due to climate shifts. The navigational strategies developed over millennia may be tested, highlighting the importance of preserving these species and their complex interactions with the planet. The honeybee stands as a remarkable example of magnetoreception among insects. This species possesses specialized sensory cells that enable it to perceive the Earth's magnetic field, guiding it during foraging and navigation. Within the bee's eyes, magnetite crystals embedded in specific structures likely contribute to this unique ability, allowing these creatures to detect geomagnetic cues and orient themselves in relation to their environment. Research indicates that honeybees utilize this magnetic sense alongside visual and olfactory information, forming an integrated approach to navigation as they traverse vast landscapes. These insects create a mental map, incorporating various sensory inputs. This intricate process is vital for locating food sources as well as returning to their hives. In addition to their navigation skills, honeybees also play a crucial role in pollination, impacting ecosystems and agriculture significantly. Their connection with flowering plants fosters biodiversity, demonstrating the interwoven nature of life on Earth. The decline of honeybee populations due to environmental pressures raises concerns about the stability of these ecosystems and the sustainability of food production. Understanding magnetoreception in honeybees presents opportunities to uncover the complexities of their behavior and the broader implications for ecological health. The continued study of these remarkable insects may yield insights into the intricate relationships that bind species to their environments, reinforcing the need for conservation efforts. Physiological adaptations in bees for magnetic navigation reveal a complex interplay between their sensory systems and environmental cues. Specialized structures within their bodies, such as magnetite-containing particles located in the abdomen, serve as biological compasses. These particles interact with the Earth's magnetic field, allowing bees to perceive directional information essential for foraging and navigation. Neurons in the central nervous system process this magnetic input, integrating it with visual and olfactory signals. This multimodal approach enhances their ability to orient themselves within a three-dimensional space, crucial for locating food sources and returning to the hive. Research suggests that certain proteins, such as cryptochromes, play a significant role in this navigational prowess. These light-sensitive proteins, found in the eyes and other tissues, may facilitate the conversion of magnetic field information into a navigable format. In addition to their sensory adaptations, bees exhibit behavioral strategies that optimize their navigation. Foraging patterns are often influenced by environmental landmarks and the sun's position, further enhancing their ability to traverse vast expanses in search of nectar. Understanding these adaptations provides valuable insight into the evolutionary pressures that shape their behavior and ecology. The implications extend beyond bees, offering a glimpse into the broader mechanisms of navigation employed by various species in an ever-changing environment. Behavioral patterns observed in bees reveal a remarkable reliance on the Earth's magnetic field for navigation. This region, characterized by its intricate foraging routes, showcases the precision with which these insects interact with their surroundings. Evidence suggests that bees possess specialized magnetoreceptors, allowing them to detect magnetic fields and orient themselves in relation to food sources. When foraging, they exhibit a unique ability to map their environment, utilizing magnetic cues to establish a mental representation of their landscape. These cues assist in the return journey, guiding them back to the hive with remarkable accuracy. The interaction between their visual input and magnetic perception creates a heightened awareness of spatial relationships essential for survival. The influence of the Earth's magnetic field becomes particularly evident during long-distance flights. Studies indicate that bees can adjust their flight paths based on magnetic information, adapting to shifts in environmental conditions. This adaptability ensures efficiency in their foraging efforts, allowing them to exploit resources across varying distances. Examining their behavior in tandem with magnetic fields sheds light on the evolutionary advantages conferred by such navigation methods. It underscores a sophisticated interplay between biology and the planet's geomagnetic properties, illustrating the profound connections that link life to the Earth's fundamental forces. The role of antennae in magnetoreception reveals a fascinating aspect of navigation among bees. These sensory organs, situated prominently on their heads, are equipped with specialized structures that detect magnetic fields. These adaptations enable bees to perceive the Earth's magnetic polarity, providing essential information for orientation and foraging. In this environment, the antennae are lined with sensitive nerve cells that respond to variations in magnetic intensity. The intensity and direction of the magnetic field can influence their flight patterns, guiding them to and from their hives with remarkable precision. This navigation process is not merely instinctual, it is a learned behavior that enhances survival in complex ecosystems. Research indicates that the interaction between the antennae and environmental cues, such as sunlight and landmarks, creates a multifaceted navigation system. Bees can integrate these signals, allowing them to locate food sources even over vast distances. The antennae serve as a critical interface, processing both magnetic information and other sensory inputs to facilitate efficient foraging. Diminished magnetic navigation could have significant implications for bee populations, affecting their ability to thrive in changing environments. The delicate balance between biological adaptation and environmental factors underscores the importance of understanding these mechanisms, paving the way for future studies on the resilience of pollinators in the face of ecological challenges. Intricate methodologies have been employed to explore the nuances of insect magnetoreception. Researchers often utilize controlled laboratory environments where variables can be meticulously manipulated to observe behavioral responses. These experiments frequently involve the use of magnet-controlled arenas, enabling scientists to alter magnetic fields while monitoring the navigation patterns of subjects such as bees. In many studies, insects are placed within a habitat designed to mimic natural conditions. This setting allows for the assessment of their orientation in relation to the Earth's magnetic field. Specialized tracking systems capture the insects' movements, providing valuable data on their navigational strategies. Additionally, the application of electromagnetic coils facilitates the precise modulation of magnetic fields, offering insights into how these creatures discern direction. Genetic tools enhance experimental design, allowing for the identification and manipulation of specific genes believed to be involved in magnetoreception. This approach reveals connections between genetic expression and behavioral outcomes, deepening the understanding of how these adaptations evolve. Field studies complement laboratory research, where real-world conditions provide context. In these scenarios, the interaction between environmental variables and magnetoreception can be observed in situ. Such comprehensive methods enhance the clarity of findings, contributing to a greater understanding of this remarkable sensory phenomenon and laying the groundwork for further exploration of other species exhibiting similar capabilities. Urbanization presents a significant challenge to magnetoreception in bees. The introduction of artificial structures alters the natural landscape, influencing the magnetic fields that these insects rely upon for navigation. This region, once teeming with diverse flora and fauna, now faces a stark transformation as concrete and metal emerge, disrupting the magnetic signatures that guide these pollinators. Bees possess specialized compounds within their bodies that respond to magnetic fields, allowing them to orient themselves in relation to the Earth's geomagnetic lines. The presence of man-made materials, such as steel and aluminum, can create local anomalies in these fields, potentially disorienting them during foraging flights. Such disturbances may lead to inefficient foraging behavior, with bees finding it increasingly difficult to return to their hives. In addition to direct magnetic disruptions, urbanization often reduces biodiversity, limiting the variety of food sources available to bees. The decline in floral abundance correlates with diminished access to vital nutrients, further impacting their overall health and ability to navigate effectively. These changes may perpetuate a cycle of decline as urban landscapes become inhospitable to the very species that once thrived within them. Research continues to unveil the complexities of how these adaptations manifest in urban environments, underscoring the delicate balance between development and ecological preservation. The long-term implications for bee populations remain an area of critical investigation. Navigational strategies employed by various pollinators reveal a fascinating interplay between instinct and environmental cues. Bees utilize a combination of visual landmarks and the Earth's magnetic field to orient themselves. Their compound eyes are finely tuned to detect polarized light, which assists in navigation during foraging. This ability allows them to find their way back to the hive after traveling considerable distances, relying on both memory and spatial awareness. While bees predominantly employ visual cues, some species of butterflies exhibit a remarkable sensitivity to magnetic fields. These insects possess specialized proteins that enable them to perceive magnetic orientation. This biological mechanism allows them to undertake extensive migrations across vast landscapes, covering thousands of miles. The interplay of sensory modalities is evident as these pollinators adapt to varying environmental conditions. Ants, another group of pollinators, exhibit a different navigational approach. They utilize pheromones to create scent trails, which guide them back to their colonies. This reliance on chemical signals provides a robust system for navigation, particularly in dense vegetation where visual references may be limited. The study of these diverse strategies highlights the evolutionary adaptations that enable pollinators to thrive in their respective habitats. Understanding these mechanisms fosters deeper insights into ecological dynamics and the implications of environmental changes on pollinator behavior and survival. Then biodiversity, beyond magnetoreception and foraging behavior, reveals intricate adaptations within avian and insect species. Birds utilize the Earth's magnetic field as a navigational guide during migration, which influences their foraging strategies upon arrival in unfamiliar territories. This reliance on geomagnetic cues allows them to locate food sources with remarkable precision, ensuring survival during critical periods of resource scarcity. In parallel, bees exhibit a similar relationship, employing magnetoreception to enhance their foraging efficiency. These insects are known to utilize the magnetic field to orient themselves during foraging trips, enabling them to return to their hives with nectar and pollen. The magnetic signals provide a stable reference point, complementing visual landmarks and environmental cues. Research indicates that disruptions in the magnetic field can lead to disorientation, adversely affecting foraging success. This phenomenon emphasizes the delicate balance within ecosystems, where even subtle changes in magnetic properties can ripple through populations. The impact of environmental changes, such as urban development or climate fluctuations, can alter the magnetic landscape, subsequently affecting these species' ability to navigate and forage effectively. This relationship underscores the importance of conserving natural habitats that support the integrity of the magnetic field, as it plays a crucial role in sustaining the delicate dynamics of foraging behaviors in both birds and bees. Protecting these environments ensures the resilience of these vital species within their ecosystems. Light conditions significantly influence the magnetoreception abilities of birds and bees. Studies indicate that variations in light intensity can affect how these creatures perceive the Earth's magnetic field. In particular, the presence of ultraviolet light has been shown to enhance navigational accuracy. This aspect of their biology allows them to utilize the magnetic field in conjunction with visual cues creating a more robust navigation system. In dim light, the effectiveness of magnetoreception is diminished. Birds may rely more heavily on other sensory modalities, such as olfactory cues or visual landmarks, to orient themselves. For bees, the interplay between light and magnetic fields becomes critical during foraging. Under bright sunlight, these insects exhibit a heightened capacity to interpret magnetic information, thus improving their foraging efficiency and journey home. The role of circadian rhythms cannot be overlooked. The internal biological clock of these species aligns with changes in light conditions, creating a synergy that enhances their navigational capabilities. This biological adaptation reflects an evolutionary response, optimizing their survival in varying environments. As migration patterns shift due to climate change, understanding these mechanisms becomes increasingly vital. Protecting the subtle interplay between light and magnetic fields ensures the continued success of these species in their habitats, maintaining their roles in ecological balance. The brain's inner workings reveal a sophisticated network that facilitates magnetoreception in various species. Neurons, equipped with specialized proteins, respond to magnetic fields, allowing these creatures to perceive direction and orientation. In birds, a region known as the trigeminal system plays a crucial role. This sensory pathway processes magnetic information and other sensory inputs to facilitate efficient foraging. They undergo reactions influenced by the Earth's magnetic field, generating signals that travel through neural circuits. The precision of this system allows birds to retain their migratory routes, even when faced with shifting environmental conditions. Such an intricate biological mechanism underscores the evolutionary significance of magnetoreception. In bees, neurobiological studies indicate that magnetoreception occurs through similar pathways. Their brains process magnetic data alongside other sensory information, aiding in their foraging behaviors and hive orientation. This convergence of senses exemplifies the complexity of decision-making in these insects. Research continues to uncover the molecular dynamics that govern these processes. The interplay between environmental stimuli and neural responses remains a focal point of investigation. Understanding these mechanisms not only sheds light on the navigation skills of these species, but also enriches knowledge of the evolutionary adaptations that support their survival in diverse ecosystems. The pineal gland serves as a crucial component in avian navigation, functioning as a light-sensitive organ that helps interpret the Earth's magnetic field. This small structure, located deep within the brain, is responsible for the production of melatonin, a hormone that regulates circadian rhythms and seasonal behaviors. In birds, this gland contains specialized proteins known as cryptochromes, which are sensitive to magnetic fields. These proteins enable birds to detect the direction and intensity of geomagnetic forces. Through this biological mechanism, birds can determine their position relative to the Earth's magnetic poles. The pineal gland's response to light and magnetic stimuli allows for a sophisticated integration of environmental cues. This ability is particularly vital during migratory seasons, when accurate navigation is essential for successful long-distance travel. Research indicates that the information processed by the pineal gland may interact with other sensory inputs, such as visual cues from the landscape and the position of the sun. These interactions create a multifaceted navigation system that aids in precise orientation. The evolutionary significance of this adaptation is evident in the survival rates of migratory species, as those equipped with efficient navigational abilities are better suited to exploit seasonal resources and avoid hazards. Understanding the role of the pineal gland furthers insights into the complexities of avian life and survival strategies. genetic research has begun to unravel the intricate mechanisms that underpin magnetoreception in avian species. Specific genes appear to play critical roles in the development and function of specialized proteins involved in sensing magnetic fields. A particular class of proteins, known as cryptochromes, has garnered significant attention, found in the retinas of birds. These proteins may be sensitive to the Earth's magnetic field through their interactions with light. Studies indicate that variations in the expression of these genes can influence magnetoreceptive abilities. This suggests a genetic basis for the adaptability and evolution of navigation strategies among different species. The presence of cryptochromes linked to the perception of magnetic orientation has been documented in several bird species, showcasing a remarkable convergence of evolutionary adaptations. Behavioral experiments highlight the reliance on magnetic cues during migration, reinforcing the idea that genetic factors directly impact navigational success. Other organisms, such as certain species of bees, exhibit similar genetic pathways, revealing a shared evolutionary trait that enhances survival through precise navigation in their environments. This region of research continues to evolve, with ongoing investigations aimed at delineating the precise genetic networks involved. Understanding these connections deepens the comprehension of how life on Earth has adapted to utilize the planet's magnetic field for navigation, ensuring the continuity of various species across vast distances. The theories of magnetoreception continue to evolve as researchers explore the underlying mechanisms that enable both birds and bees to sense magnetic fields. Classical models propose that magnetoreception relies on magnetite particles within the bodies of these organisms. This magnetic material may interact with the Earth's magnetic field, allowing them to detect direction and orientation. This region of study has unveiled fascinating insights into how small amounts of magnetite can influence behavior, demonstrating an astonishing biological adaptation. Contrarily, quantum theory introduces a more complex perspective, suggesting that magnetoreception may involve radical pair mechanisms. This hypothesis indicates that certain molecules can undergo reactions influenced by the Earth's magnetic field at a quantum level. As these reactions unfold within the organisms, they may perceive magnetic cues through changes in the molecular environment. The intricacies of this process not only highlight the potential for sensitivity to magnetic fields, but also hint at the evolutionary advantages conferred by such abilities. Research into these competing theories continues to reveal the remarkable ways in which nature has harnessed quantum phenomena for survival. By examining the nuances of magnetoreception, a deeper understanding emerges regarding how these species navigate their environments. This exploration may reveal the subtle complexities of magnetic anomalies and their influence on animal navigation. Various species exhibit remarkable abilities to detect and interpret the Earth's magnetic field, guiding their migrations and foraging habits. This region, rife with geological variations, introduces fluctuations in magnetic intensity that can disrupt these finely tuned navigation systems. These anomalies arise from factors such as mineral deposits, tectonic activity, and even human infrastructure. In areas where anomalies are pronounced, birds may struggle to maintain their bearings, leading to deviations from their intended routes. The implications of such disruptions extend beyond mere navigation. They influence breeding patterns, feeding grounds, and, in addition, bees, known for their intricate hive dynamics and foraging efficiency, also rely on magnetic cues. When exposed to distorted magnetic fields, their foraging patterns can shift unpredictably. This behavior reflects a delicate balance that can be easily upset, revealing the interconnectedness of ecological systems. The Echinidable existence, a single species or ecosystem. It reverberates through the broader web of life, affecting predator-prey relationships and migration cycles across vast distances. Understanding these phenomena provides insights into the resilience and adaptability of wildlife in the face of changing environmental conditions. As research continues, the nuances of magnetic navigation will become increasingly clear. Interactions between olfactory cues and magnetic fields present a fascinating intersection of sensory perception and environmental navigation. Certain species, particularly birds and bees, exhibit remarkable abilities to utilize both olfactory information and geomagnetic signals in their migratory behaviors. This region of study reveals how these organisms may integrate their sense of smell with magnetic orientation to navigate vast distances. The olfactory system allows for the detection of pheromones, food sources, and potential mates, while the magnetic field serves as a compass for direction. These two modalities may work in tandem, enhancing the accuracy of navigation. Research indicates that the presence of specific scents can amplify an organism's sensitivity to magnetic fields, suggesting a cooperative mechanism at play. In this context, the role of the Earth's magnetic field becomes increasingly intricate. Subtle fluctuations in the field may interact with olfactory markers, shaping the decisions made during long migrations. Such interactions are not merely coincidental. They may have evolved as adaptive strategies to enhance survival and reproductive success. Investigations into these combined sensory cues continue to unveil the complexities of spatial orientation. The integration of olfactory data with magnetic sensory input could provide insights into the evolutionary pressures that shaped these remarkable navigational skills. Understanding this synergy may illuminate broader ecological dynamics, emphasizing the interconnectedness of sensory processing in nature. Shifts in climate have profound implications on magnetic navigation in wildlife, influencing their migratory patterns and foraging behaviors. Alterations in temperature and precipitation patterns disrupt the delicate balance that many species rely upon for orientation. These changes may affect the geomagnetic field, altering the intensity and direction of magnetic signals that guide creatures like birds and bees across vast distances. In specific regions, habitat loss and changes in food availability, driven by climate fluctuations, can lead to disorientation. This disorientation manifests as deviations from traditional migratory routes, resulting in increased energy expenditure and may affect reproductive success. For instance, when key landmarks are obscured or altered, the innate ability to navigate can be compromised. Research indicates that the timing of seasonal events, such as blooming flowers or the emergence of insects, is increasingly out of sync with migratory schedules. This misalignment creates a mismatch in the availability of resources, further complicating navigation and survival. The reliability of magnetic cues may be diminished due to atmospheric changes, such as increased solar activity or pollution, which can interfere with the biological mechanisms that enable navigation. Continued monitoring and research are necessary to understand the full extent of these impacts, as the intricate links between ecological systems and climate evolve under anthropogenic pressures. These shifting dynamics reflect a critical concern for conservation efforts. The role of Earth's magnetic field reversals on animal behavior presents a fascinating intersection of geophysical phenomena and biological adaptation. Fluctuations in the magnetic field have been documented throughout geological history, occurring approximately every 250,000 years. Such shifts can influence navigation strategies employed by various organisms relying on geomagnetic cues. Birds for instance, utilize the Earth's magnetic field for long-distance migration. They possess specialized proteins in their eyes that allow them to sense magnetic fields. During a reversal, alterations in these navigational cues could lead to disorientation. Observations during past reversals indicate that migratory pathways may shift, forcing avian species to adapt their routes or risk potential population declines. Insects, particularly bees, also exhibit magnetic sensitivity. Their foraging patterns and hive orientation are closely linked to geomagnetic cues. Changes in magnetic orientation might disrupt their ability to locate food sources, impacting pollination processes vital for numerous ecosystems. The repercussions extend beyond individual species. Entire food webs could experience turbulence as these organisms adjust to altered navigational systems. As magnetic field reversals remain an inevitable part of Earth's geological timeline, understanding their impacts on animal behavior becomes crucial. Observing these adaptations can provide insight into ecological resilience and the intricate balance of life sustained by a dynamic planet. Case studies reveal a profound understanding of migratory patterns over decades. Researchers have meticulously tracked species such as the Arctic tern, which travels an astonishing distance of nearly 70,000 kilometers annually. This extensive journey between polar breeding grounds and temperate wintering habitats demonstrates remarkable navigational precision, likely guided by the Earth's magnetic field. In contrast, the monarch butterfly exhibits a different but equally fascinating migration. Traveling from North America to central Mexico, these butterflies rely on environmental cues and innate biological rhythms. Studies indicate that their navigation is influenced by both the sun and magnetic orientation, suggesting a complex interplay between multiple sensory systems. Observations from these migrations have highlighted shifts in patterns correlated with climate change. Alterations in temperature and weather phenomena have led to earlier departures and arrivals, affecting food availability and breeding success. Such changes emphasize the vulnerability of these species and the delicate ecosystems they inhabit. Investigations into the mechanisms of magnetoreception have unveiled specialized proteins and a network of sensory cells, which facilitate the ability to perceive magnetic fields. This empirical research continues to evolve, aiming to decode the exact processes underpinning this remarkable skill. The implications extend beyond individual species, touching upon broader ecological interactions and the stability of migratory routes in the face of environmental shifts. Learning plays a crucial role in developing navigational skills, allowing these creatures to adapt to changing environments and refine their innate abilities. Young birds, for instance, engage in a meticulous process of exploration, often accompanied by experienced adults. This mentorship fosters a transfer of knowledge that is vital for successful navigation. It is through this interaction that fledglings learn to associate specific landmarks and celestial cues with their migratory paths. In the case of bees, the transmission of navigational information occurs through a sophisticated form of communication known as the waggle dance. This behavior enables foragers to share insights about the location of food sources relative to the hive, incorporating the Earth's magnetic field into their orientation. Such learning is not simply instinctual, it embodies a complex understanding of their surroundings and the ability to adjust based on new experiences. These mechanisms exemplify a remarkable blend of innate instincts and learned behaviors, underscoring the adaptability of these species. The interplay between genetic predispositions and environmental influences shapes their navigational proficiency over time. As these creatures traverse vast distances, the integration of learned information with sensory input ensures they remain attuned to the subtle variations in their pathways. In this way, they maintain not only individual survival, but also the continuity of their species amid an ever-evolving landscape. Wine tours, cultural transmission of navigation techniques, manifests in a variety of animal groups, revealing intricate social structures and learning processes. This phenomenon often unfolds in species such as dolphins and certain primates, where younger individuals observe and imitate the behaviors of their elders. In these communities, the knowledge of migratory routes, foraging strategies, and environmental cues is passed down through generations, creating a shared understanding of their habitat. Research indicates that such learning is not merely instinctual, but heavily influenced by social interactions. In the case of elephants, matriarchs lead their herds, drawing on years of experience to guide them through challenging terrains and seasonal changes. These elders communicate their knowledge, ensuring that the younger members are equipped with the necessary skills for survival. Among avian species, flocks exhibit similar patterns. Young birds often learn migratory paths by following older, more experienced individuals. This learned behavior enhances the group's efficiency, allowing them to adapt to shifting environmental conditions. Insects, such as honeybees, also demonstrate cultural transmission. They share information about food sources through intricate communication methods, ensuring their colonies thrive. The persistence of these learned techniques underscores a profound connection between social structure and navigation, revealing a complex interplay that shapes the survival strategies of diverse animal groups across the planet. The intricacies of navigation are increasingly challenged by the introduction of electromagnetic pollution. This phenomenon, generated primarily by human activities, disrupts the subtle cues that many species rely on for orientation. This interference can obscure the natural magnetic fields that guide migratory birds and foraging bees, diminishing their ability to navigate effectively. The presence of artificial electromagnetic fields can lead to disorientation, resulting in altered migration patterns and reduced foraging efficiency. Birds, often guided by the Earth's magnetic field, may struggle to find their traditional routes during seasonal migrations. This disruption can lead to increased energy expenditure and decreased reproductive success. Insects, particularly bees, also exhibit sensitive responses to these artificial fields. Studies indicate that their foraging behavior can be significantly impacted, affecting not only individual foragers, but the entire colony's ability to locate and utilize resources. The cascading effects on pollination can have profound implications for ecosystems and agricultural productivity. The vulnerability of these species to electromagnetic pollution highlights the delicate balance that exists within natural systems. Understanding the ramifications of human-generated interference is crucial in mitigating its impact. This awareness may pave the way for strategies that protect these essential navigational cues, ensuring the survival of species integral to global biodiversity and food systems. Emerging technologies are poised to revolutionize the understanding of animal navigation. Advances in miniature tracking devices allow researchers to follow the movements of various species with unprecedented precision. These tools collect vast amounts of data about migration patterns, foraging behaviors, and environmental interactions. Such insights deepen comprehension of how these creatures interpret their surroundings and utilize the Earth's magnetic field. Innovations in imaging techniques present further opportunities. High-resolution imaging reveals the internal structures of sensory organs, offering clues about how animals perceive magnetic fields. This region within the avian brain that processes magnetic information is becoming increasingly well mapped, shedding light on neural pathways involved in navigation. Furthermore, genetic studies are uncovering the molecular mechanisms that enable navigation through geomagnetic cues. These investigations suggest that specific proteins respond to magnetic stimuli, potentially guiding animals during long-distance travel. Collaboration between fields such as ecology and technology enhances the capabilities of researchers, enabling real-time monitoring of animal movements across vast landscapes. The integration of artificial intelligence and machine learning allows for the analysis of complex datasets, leading to new hypotheses about navigational strategies. This understanding may not only illuminate the intricacies of animal behavior, but also inform conservation efforts. The role of artificial intelligence in understanding magnetoreception presents new pathways for exploration. Advanced algorithms and machine learning techniques are being employed to decipher the complex mechanisms behind how certain species detect and respond to the Earth's magnetic field. This technology analyzes vast datasets collected from various studies, identifying patterns and correlations that may elude human researchers. Through the use of AI, researchers are able to simulate the sensory experiences of birds and bees, creating models that replicate their magnetoreceptive processes. These simulations reveal insights into the genetic and neurological underpinnings of this remarkable ability. The integration of computational models allows for a more profound understanding of the magnetic cues these animals rely on during migration and navigation. By incorporating AI, the research community can assess environmental factors that influence magnetoreception, such as changes in the Earth's magnetic field or habitat degradation. As these techniques evolve, they provide a clearer picture of how anthropogenic influences may disrupt natural behaviors essential for survival. Incorporating AI into ecological studies opens avenues for predictive modeling, aiding in the anticipation of species' responses to climate change. This synergy between artificial intelligence and biological research enhances efforts to protect and conserve the delicate ecosystems that rely on these intricate navigational systems. Insights gained may reveal distinct mechanisms employed by various species to navigate using the Earth's magnetic field. Birds exhibit a remarkable ability to detect and utilize magnetic information for long-distance migration. They possess specialized proteins, known as cryptochromes, located in their eyes. These proteins undergo structural changes when exposed to magnetic fields, allowing birds to perceive direction and intensity in ways previously thought unattainable. In contrast, bees rely on a different set of adaptations. Their navigation hinges not only on visual cues, but also on the geomagnetic field. This region of study has uncovered that bees possess magnetite-containing structures within their bodies, which may serve as tiny compasses, aiding in orientation during foraging flights. The interaction between light and magnetic fields in bees is less understood, yet it suggests a complex interplay of sensory modalities. Comparing these two groups highlights the diversity of evolutionary responses to similar environmental challenges. Birds, with their reliance on vision and molecular magnetoreception, demonstrate a sophisticated migratory strategy. Bees, with their unique internal compasses, showcase a more localized approach to navigation. Both species, despite their differing methodologies, underscore the intricate relationship between biological systems and the Earth's magnetic field, illuminating the profound ways life adapts to its surroundings. Such studies open pathways for further exploration into the underlying mechanisms of navigation across various taxa. The interconnectedness of disciplines enhances the understanding of magnetoreception. Researchers from biology, physics, and environmental science converge to unravel the complexities of this phenomenon. These varied perspectives contribute to a broader comprehension of how organisms utilize Earth's magnetic field for orientation and navigation. Biological investigations delve into the genetic and physiological adaptations that allow certain species to detect magnetic fields. This region of inquiry reveals specific proteins, such as cryptochromes, thought to play a crucial role in avian navigation. These proteins interact with light, suggesting that visual cues may also influence magnetoreception. Physics provides essential insights into the properties of magnetic fields and their interactions with living organisms. By employing advanced imaging techniques and magnetic resonance methods, scientists can explore the subtle nuances of magnetoreception. Understanding these principles aids in the interpretation of experimental results and the development of models that simulate navigation behaviors observed in nature. Environmental science examines how ecological factors affect these navigational abilities. Variations in magnetic field strength, seasonal changes, and habitat alterations can impact how species perceive their surroundings. This investigation highlights the intricate relationship between organisms and their environments, showcasing the adaptability and resilience of life. The synthesis of these diverse disciplines fosters a comprehensive understanding of magnetoreception, paving the way for future discoveries in ecological and evolutionary contexts. Disruption in magnetic navigation can have profound ecological implications. Alterations in the Earth's magnetic field, resulting from both natural phenomena and human activities, may disorient various species reliant on this navigational tool. Birds, for example, could find their migratory patterns disrupted, leading to increased mortality rates and reduced reproductive success. When these avian populations struggle to reach their traditional breeding grounds, cascading effects may ripple through entire ecosystems. Pollinators, such as bees, also face challenges. Their foraging patterns, essential for the reproduction of many plants, could falter if magnetic cues become inconsistent. This disruption may lead to decreased plant diversity and consequently, affect herbivores and the predators that rely on them. The loss of these critical interactions can destabilize habitats, influencing the balance of entire ecosystems. Furthermore, shifts in species distributions may occur as organisms seek alternative navigational aids, potentially leading to competition among species that were previously geographically isolated. Changes in community dynamics could alter food webs, with unpredictable consequences for biodiversity. Understanding these ecological implications necessitates a multidisciplinary approach, integrating insights from geography, biology, and environmental science. The consequences of disruption in magnetic navigation extend beyond individual species, resonating throughout the intricate web of life. Each organism plays a role in maintaining ecological stability, highlighting the interconnectedness of all living systems. Conservation efforts focus on protecting migratory routes essential for various species. These pathways, often spanning vast distances, are critical for the survival of countless birds and insects. They rely on specific geographic landmarks and environmental cues to navigate successfully from one habitat to another. The disruption of these routes can have profound implications, leading to population declines and altered ecological dynamics. Efforts to safeguard these corridors often involve collaboration among governments, conservation organizations, and local communities. Protected areas are established to ensure that essential habitats remain intact. These initiatives aim to mitigate the impact of urban development and agricultural expansion, which threaten to fragment or obliterate vital stopover sites. Restoration projects also play a significant role, focusing on rejuvenating degraded ecosystems along migratory paths. By re-establishing native vegetation, enhancing water quality, and reducing pollution, these areas become more hospitable for returning species. It is crucial to foster public awareness about the importance of these migratory routes and the species that depend on them. Educational campaigns can promote sustainable practices and encourage citizen involvement in local conservation efforts. Through proactive measures, the delicate balance of these migratory systems can be maintained. The resilience of these species hinges on the continued commitment to preserving their natural pathways across the landscape. The ethics surrounding animal navigation research necessitate careful consideration of both the methodologies employed and the potential impact on the species involved. It is essential to balance scientific inquiry with the welfare of these creatures. Researchers often employ tracking devices to study the movements of birds and bees, yet the implications of such interventions must be thoroughly assessed. The devices, while providing invaluable data about migratory patterns and navigation techniques, can introduce discomfort or risk to the animals. In this region, the use of lightweight technology has become increasingly prevalent. Advances in miniaturization have allowed scientists to gather critical insights without imposing significant burdens on the subjects. Ensuring minimal disruption during the study process is paramount. The long-term effects of these devices on animal behavior and health remain an ongoing concern, with researchers striving to refine their techniques to uphold ethical standards. Public sentiment plays a crucial role in shaping the guidelines governing such research. Engaging with communities and stakeholders fosters transparency and cultivates trust in scientific endeavors. This collaborative approach not only enhances the integrity of the research, but also aligns it with conservation efforts. Understanding the complex interplay of navigation, ecology, and ethics will continue to guide future studies, ensuring that the knowledge gained contributes positively to the preservation of these vital species. Investigations into cross-species communication reveal intriguing possibilities regarding a shared navigational language among various organisms. Some researchers propose that different species may utilize similar cues from their environments, allowing them to interpret and respond to the Earth's magnetic field in ways that promote cooperative behaviors. These interactions extend beyond mere survival strategies, hinting at a deeper connection among species in this intricate web of life. Certain birds exhibit remarkable abilities to navigate vast distances, often relying on the geomagnetic field as a guide. Bees, too, demonstrate sophisticated navigation skills, using the sun's position and landmarks to orient themselves. Observations suggest that these two species, while vastly different, may employ overlapping principles in their navigational methods. This highlights the potential for a shared understanding of environmental signals. Research into the ways these creatures communicate with one another offers further insights. For instance, the dance of honeybees conveys information about the location of resources, while migratory birds may signal their presence through vocalizations. The study of these interactions could shed light on whether there is a fundamental navigational lexicon that transcends species boundaries. Through careful observation and analysis, scientists aim to unravel the complexities of these relationships, enhancing our understanding of ecological dynamics and the potential for collaboration between species in navigating their environments. Citizen science initiatives have emerged as vital contributors to the understanding of migration patterns among various species. Engaging the public in data collection allows for extensive monitoring of movements across vast geographic areas. Participants often report sightings, which can be systematically compiled, creating a comprehensive database that tracks seasonal variations and shifts in migration routes. This collaborative approach not only enriches the scientific community, but also fosters a deeper connection between individuals and their local ecosystems. Communities become informed stewards of their environments, cultivating appreciation for the delicate balance that governs these migratory journeys. Insights gathered from citizen contributions can reveal trends that might otherwise go unnoticed, such as the impacts of climate change on timing and routes. Advanced technologies, including mobile applications and online platforms, facilitate real-time data sharing. These tools empower individuals to contribute to a growing body of knowledge that enhances scientific research and policymaking. By analyzing this extensive data, researchers can identify emerging patterns, such as changes in arrival times or population declines, which serve as indicators of broader ecological shifts. The involvement of citizen scientists not only bridges gaps in research, but also amplifies public awareness. It cultivates an understanding of the interconnectedness of life and the importance of preserving migratory pathways, ensuring that both local and global ecosystems thrive. Advancements in tracking technologies have significantly enhanced the understanding of avian and insect navigation. The integration of global positioning system technology allows researchers to monitor the movements of birds and bees with unprecedented precision. By attaching lightweight transmitters to these creatures, scientists can collect vast amounts of data regarding their migratory patterns and behavior. And this region of study has expanded to include innovative methods such as geolocators and radar tracking. Geolocators, small enough to be carried by the smallest of birds, record light levels, enabling researchers to infer geographical coordinates over time. Radar tracking provides a broader overview, capturing the movements of entire flocks in real time, revealing insights into flight altitudes and routes taken during migration. Such methodologies provide critical data that informs conservation strategies. Understanding the specifics of migratory routes allows for the identification of crucial habitats that need protection. The impact of environmental changes, such as climate shifts or habitat destruction, can be assessed by analyzing variations in these patterns over time. This comprehensive approach not only sheds light on the navigation mechanisms employed by these species, but also highlights the implications of human activity on their survival. The fusion of technology and ecological research continues to deepen the appreciation for the intricate relationships within ecosystems, further emphasizing the need for continued exploration and conservation efforts. Seasonal changes exert a profound influence on magnetic navigation, affecting the behavioral patterns of various species. Alterations in daylight duration and atmospheric conditions correlate closely with migration. These shifts trigger innate responses, prompting birds and bees to utilize the Earth's magnetic field in unique ways throughout the year. During spring, longer days and warmer temperatures signal a time for renewal. Species often embark on migrations to breeding grounds, relying heavily on magnetic cues to orient themselves. The varying intensity of solar radiation influences the strength of the magnetic field, subtly altering their navigation abilities. This period showcases the remarkable adaptability of these creatures as they seamlessly integrate multiple environmental cues to traverse vast distances. Autumn introduces a different dynamic. As daylight wanes, migratory species begin their journey to winter habitats. The diminishing light not only affects their visual navigation, but also enhances their reliance on magnetic fields. The shifting magnetic landscape, influenced by seasonal geomagnetic activity, can either aid or challenge their pathfinding. In winter, some species exhibit altered behaviors, reducing their activity levels. For those that remain active, changes in the Earth's magnetic field could lead to unexpected navigational challenges. Understanding these seasonal influences provides insights into the intricate balance between life and the natural world, revealing the delicate interplay that governs survival in changing environments. Habitat loss significantly disrupts navigational abilities, altering the landscape that many species rely upon for orientation. fragmentation of environments leads to the disappearance of key landmarks and signals, essential for effective navigation. The resulting stress can impair the sensory mechanisms birds and bees use to interpret magnetic fields. This region, once rich in diverse flora and fauna, now presents a diminished array of cues necessary for successful migration and foraging. In areas where natural habitats have been replaced by urban developments or agriculture, the absence of familiar cues can lead to disorientation. Birds may struggle to find breeding grounds, while bees might find it difficult to locate floral resources. Loss of biodiversity further exacerbates these challenges. As certain species vanish, the intricate relationships that once facilitated navigation become weakened. The interplay of smell, sight, and magnetic orientation begins to falter in these altered landscapes. Research indicates that the ability to navigate relies heavily on environmental stability. Disruptions can result in increased mortality rates and decreased reproductive success. These shifts affect population dynamics, with diminished numbers leading to further habitat degradation. The cyclical nature of these impacts illustrates a broader ecological concern, emphasizing the need for conservation efforts to preserve not only the habitats themselves, but also the intricate navigational networks that sustain life. These intricate navigational networks are often shaped and reinforced by social structures within various species. In avian communities, for instance, young birds learn migratory routes through observation and interaction with experienced adults. These relationships create a robust framework for navigation, enabling the transfer of essential information across generations. This learning process fosters a connection to the environment, ensuring that collective wisdom is utilized for successful migrations. In the case of bees, social hierarchies significantly influence foraging strategies. Worker bees communicate the location of resources through intricate dances, transmitting vital information regarding distance and direction. This cooperative behavior enhances the efficiency of resource gathering, as individuals rely on each other's findings to navigate through complex landscapes. The cohesion of these groups, whether in flocks of birds or colonies of bees, plays a pivotal role in maintaining navigational accuracy. Within these social structures, the sharing of knowledge reduces the risk of individual errors and enhances overall success in reaching destinations. As environmental changes continue to challenge these established systems, the resilience of social structures becomes increasingly important. They serve not only as a means of navigation, but also as a buffer against uncertainty, allowing communities to adapt and thrive amidst shifting ecological dynamics. The intertwining of social behavior and navigation reveals profound implications for the survival of species. Case studies illustrate the remarkable capacities of various species utilizing the Earth's magnetic field for navigation. Sea turtles, for instance, embark on long migrations across vast oceans, relying on magnetic cues as they traverse thousands of kilometers. These ancient creatures possess specialized receptors that allow them to detect geomagnetic fields, guiding their journey with precision. In contrast, certain fish, such as salmon, exhibit a sophisticated understanding of magnetic orientation. They utilize the Earth's magnetic signature to navigate back to their spawning grounds after years spent in the open sea. This innate ability underscores the complexity of migratory behavior, highlighting an intricate relationship between environmental factors and survival. Among terrestrial animals, the red fox demonstrates a unique approach to hunting. It utilizes the magnetic field to enhance its accuracy when pouncing on hidden prey beneath the snow. This adaptation not only showcases the fox's ingenuity, but also illustrates the multifaceted ways in which magnetic navigation can influence predatory success. Bats, 2. Rely on the magnetic field in tandem with echolocation. They can discern their surroundings while navigating through complex environments, ensuring they locate food and avoid obstacles. Each case exemplifies the diverse strategies employed across species, revealing an underlying connection to the Earth's magnetic field that shapes their behavior and survival in an ever-changing world. The implications of these navigational strategies extend beyond the animal kingdom, sparking interest in how similar principles might be applied to human technology. Understanding the mechanisms behind magnetic navigation could lead to the development of advanced navigation systems that mimic nature's designs. Researchers are investigating the potential for integrating biological insights into artificial intelligence and robotics, enhancing the precision with which machines navigate complex environments. These systems could provide a higher level of accuracy in unmapped terrains or during periods of poor visibility where traditional GPS signals falter. The adaptation of biological navigation principles may also foster innovations in autonomous vehicles, allowing them to interpret and respond to their surroundings with greater agility. Additionally, the study of magnetic fields contributes to the development of navigation tools that could improve global positioning systems, making them more resilient to interference and disruption. This pursuit of knowledge not only enriches technological advancement, but also emphasizes the importance of preserving the delicate ecosystems where these navigational strategies evolved. The insights gained from studying avian and insect behavior may lead to a future where human technologies harmonize with the natural world, enhancing our ability to navigate through it, while fostering a deeper understanding of the interconnectedness that binds all living beings. Such advancements could reshape our approach to exploration and connectivity. Historical navigation techniques reveal a profound connection between humanity and the natural world, where instinctive behaviors guided early explorers. The subtle cues of the environment served as navigational tools long before modern technology emerged. Stars, ocean currents, and wind patterns became vital references, shaping the journeys of seafarers and land adventurers alike. Through Noswantikuin Rosso, avian species played a pivotal role in inspiring navigation methods. Birds, utilizing the Earth's magnetic field, demonstrate an innate ability to traverse vast distances with remarkable precision. Their reliance on geomagnetic cues illustrates a sophisticated understanding of the environment, one that has evolved over millennia. Studies suggest that the magnetic sense in birds is facilitated by specialized proteins within their eyes, allowing them to perceive the Earth's magnetic field as a navigational guide. Pair of eyes, insects, particularly bees, exhibit similar capabilities. Their foraging patterns and hive orientation are influenced by the Earth's magnetic field, reinforcing the connection between animal behavior and navigation. This region, where instinct meets environmental awareness, serves as a reminder of the intricate relationships that have developed over time. Lessons drawn from these natural navigators provide insights into sustainable practices, encouraging a harmonious coexistence with the environment. By studying the mechanisms that underpin their navigation, contemporary science continues to glean inspiration for future exploratory endeavors, ensuring a deep respect for the natural world remains integral to human ventures. The potential for biomimicry in navigation technologies presents opportunities to enhance existing systems. By understanding how certain organisms perceive and interpret geomagnetic fields, researchers can develop innovative solutions that mimic these biological processes. Magnetic navigation, exemplified by migratory birds and foraging bees, offers insights into how organisms utilize Earth's magnetic field for orientation. These creatures rely on specialized proteins and sensory adaptations that allow them to detect subtle variations in magnetic intensity and inclination. This ability could inspire the creation of advanced navigation tools that operate effectively in environments where traditional systems, such as GPS, falter. The principles underlying these natural mechanisms indicate that developing sensors mimicking avian and insect navigation could lead to significant advancements. Such technologies might enhance autonomous vehicles, drones, and even marine exploration vessels. Incorporating biomimetic designs could result in systems that function in diverse conditions, including dense urban settings or deep underwater. These advancements could reduce reliance on satellite signals, increasing resilience and reliability in navigation. The study of these processes not only broadens the understanding of animal behavior, but also prompts engineers and scientists to reconsider the design of navigation tools. By aligning technology with nature's time-tested strategies, the potential for innovation remains vast, emphasizing a collaborative future between biology and technology. The evolutionary trade-offs in magnetoreception illustrate the complexities of adaptation within diverse species. This phenomenon allows certain organisms to perceive the Earth's magnetic field, aiding in navigation across vast distances. A variety of animals, including migratory birds and honeybees, have developed specialized mechanisms to exploit this capability. In birds, magnetite crystals embedded in their beaks serve as biological compasses, providing directional information that guides their long journeys. The efficiency of magnetoreception comes with inherent costs. The energy required to develop and maintain these sensory systems may lead to trade-offs in other biological functions, such as reproductive success or immune responses. In regions where navigation is less critical, the evolutionary pressure to develop such intricate systems diminishes, resulting in species that rely on alternative cues such as celestial navigation or environmental landmarks. This region of adaptation reveals a fascinating interplay between environmental demands and physiological constraints. Species thriving in stable, familiar territories may forego the complexities of magnetoreception, while those facing seasonal migrations or unpredictable habitats are more likely to evolve these capabilities. The intricate balance of survival strategies underscores the importance of ecological context, revealing how magnetoreception serves as both an advantage and an evolutionary gamble, shaping the fate of species across generations. Magnetic fields influence various senses, enhancing the perception of the environment. Research indicates that some species possess the ability to integrate magnetic information with visual cues, allowing them to navigate more effectively. This integration occurs in the brain, where stimuli from multiple sources converge, creating a more comprehensive understanding of surroundings. The role of magnetoreception extends beyond mere navigation. In certain birds, it affects their foraging behaviors as they utilize magnetic cues to locate food sources during migration. This reliance on magnetic fields complements their acute vision, resulting in a more efficient search strategies. Additionally, the sensitivity to magnetic fields may alter social interactions among species. Some organisms use magnetic orientation for group cohesion during movement, ensuring that they remain aligned and coordinated. This phenomenon highlights the interconnectedness of sensory modalities, with magnetism serving as a silent yet vital guide. Research into insects like honeybees demonstrates similar patterns, where the magnetic field influences their foraging routes and hive orientation. The interplay between magnetoreception and olfactory senses leads to more efficient communication within the hive, guiding bees toward blooming flowers. Through these observations, it becomes evident that magnetic fields are not just navigational aids, but crucial elements shaping the sensory world of various species, affecting behaviors that can influence survival and reproduction. Geographic Information Systems, or GIS, have emerged as essential tools in studying navigation. They enable researchers to analyze spatial data meticulously, revealing patterns and relationships within the environment. By integrating various datasets, including magnetic field measurements and species movement patterns, it is possible to elucidate how organisms interact with their habitats. Advanced mapping techniques allow for the visualization of magnetic anomalies and their correlations with migratory routes. This region, rich in geographical nuances, provides a dynamic backdrop where the interplay of magnetic fields and topography is crucial. Species adept at utilizing these navigational cues can traverse vast distances, often exhibiting remarkable precision. Through GIS, researchers can simulate environmental changes, assessing potential impacts on navigation strategies. Alterations in land use, climate shifts, or urban development pose challenges to these species. The ability to model these scenarios helps in understanding potential vulnerabilities and resilience. In studies of avian and insect navigation, GIS has facilitated the identification of critical habitats, informing conservation strategies by pinpointing areas where magnetic navigation plays a significant role. It becomes possible to prioritize efforts aimed at preserving these environments. This integration of technology with ecological understanding underscores the importance of a multidimensional approach to studying navigation. Ethical considerations emerge prominently when examining the manipulation of magnetic fields for research purposes. The alteration of natural magnetic environments raises questions about the potential impact on wildlife behavior and ecosystem integrity. Disturbances to these fields can disrupt the innate navigational abilities that many species rely upon for migration and foraging. Such disruptions may inadvertently lead to population declines or shifts in species distribution, thereby affecting ecological balance. Research involving magnetic field manipulation necessitates a thorough assessment of both short-term and long-term effects on various organisms. The intricacies of avian and insect navigation could be compromised as they have evolved over millennia to utilize Earth's magnetic cues. It is critical to ensure that experiments do not create significant detriment to these species, as the consequences of disruption may ripple through entire food webs. Regulatory oversight becomes essential in establishing guidelines that protect ecological integrity while allowing valuable scientific inquiry. The adoption of best practices in experimental design can minimize potential threats to affected populations. Collaborative efforts between ecologists, physicists, and ethicists may yield frameworks that balance innovation with conservation, fostering a sustainable approach to understanding magnetic navigation. Forcing the delicate interplay between technology and nature remains paramount in advancing knowledge without incurring irreversible harm to vital ecosystems. This commitment to ethical responsibility shapes the future of research in this field. The influence of natural disasters on navigation patterns remains a critical area of study. Disruptions in the environment can alter magnetic fields and influence the behavior of various species. Birds, for instance, rely on a combination of visual cues and geomagnetic orientation for their migratory journeys. When earthquakes or volcanic eruptions occur, the resulting changes in landforms and magnetic properties can disorient these avian travelers. Insects like bees also exhibit remarkable sensitivity to their surroundings. The destruction of habitats through natural disasters can lead to shifts in their foraging patterns and nesting locations. These adjustments often result in decreased efficiency in pollination, which impacts entire ecosystems. The immediate aftermath of such events reveals how resilient these creatures can be, yet it also highlights their vulnerability to changes initiated by environmental disturbances. Research continues to explore how animals recalibrate their navigational strategies in response to altered landscapes. The integration of technology allows scientists to track movements and behaviors in real time, providing insights into the adaptability of these species. Understanding the interplay between natural disasters and navigation not only enhances knowledge of animal behavior, but also informs conservation efforts aimed at preserving delicate ecosystems. Insights gleaned from these studies can help mitigate future impacts on navigation, ensuring survival despite the odds presented by shifting environments. Cross-disciplinary collaborations are essential in unraveling the complexities of magnetic navigation. Biologists, physicists, and ecologists converge to explore how various species interpret Earth's magnetic field. These interactions provide a more comprehensive understanding of the sensory mechanisms involved. Investigations into the molecular structures within avian and insect systems reveal specialized proteins that respond to magnetic stimuli, allowing these creatures to perceive orientation even in challenging conditions. This region of study often sees physicists applying principles of magnetism and quantum mechanics to explain how these biological systems operate at a molecular level. The intersection of biology and physics yields insights into phenomena such as magnetoreception, where light-sensitive proteins react to magnetic fields. Such understanding leads to novel hypotheses about the evolutionary advantages conferred by this navigation ability. Ecologists contribute by examining the broader implications of magnetic navigation on species behavior and population dynamics. Tracking the migratory patterns of birds offers data on how environmental changes might disrupt established routes. This research highlights the fragile balance maintained within ecosystems, where even minor shifts in magnetic fields could have cascading effects on migration and reproductive success. Through the combined expertise of these disciplines, a more intricate picture of life's resilience emerges, where survival is intricately linked to the Earth's magnetic embrace. The collaboration fosters innovation, bridging gaps in knowledge and ensuring that future investigations remain grounded in a unified scientific framework. The exploration of magnetic field sensitivity extends beyond avian and insect communities. Numerous species exhibit an intrinsic ability to perceive and navigate using Earth's magnetic field. This phenomenon raises intriguing questions regarding the evolutionary mechanisms behind such adaptations. Marine life, particularly certain species of fish and sea turtles, demonstrates acute sensitivity to geomagnetic cues. Their journeys, spanning thousands of kilometers, reflect an inborn capacity to detect variations in magnetic intensity and inclination. The magnetic particles located in their inner ear or other specialized tissues may serve as biological compasses, guiding them through vast oceanic expanses with remarkable precision. In the terrestrial realm, mammals exhibit similar traits. Several species of rodents utilize geomagnetic information for orientation and navigation. Research indicates that their neural pathways may be attuned to the Earth's magnetic signals, allowing for efficient foraging and habitat selection. Insects beyond bees also showcase this sensitivity. Ants, for instance, have been observed using magnetic cues to navigate complex environments, demonstrating an impressive adaptability to their surroundings. Understanding these mechanisms sheds light on the intricate connections between biology and environmental factors. The study of magnetic field sensitivity continues to unveil the profound ways in which life forms interact with the planet, revealing a remarkable dimension of the natural world. Each discovery contributes to a richer comprehension of the underlying principles guiding animal behavior in relation to the magnetic landscape. Education plays a pivotal role in enhancing awareness of animal navigation, particularly regarding the intricacies of magnetic fields. In academic institutions, studies delve into the mechanisms through which species interpret these invisible cues. Through rigorous research, students and scholars alike unravel the complexities of sensory adaptations that enable creatures to orient themselves within their environment. Curricula often incorporate field studies, granting learners first-hand experience with migratory patterns and navigation strategies. This practical approach fosters a deeper understanding of the interconnectedness of ecosystems and the delicate balance maintained by species. Workshops and outreach programs extend this knowledge beyond classrooms, engaging communities in discussions about the importance of preserving natural habitats that support these navigational abilities. Public awareness campaigns emphasize the significance of protecting migratory routes, highlighting how human activity can disrupt established patterns by fostering curiosity and respect for wildlife. These initiatives encourage individuals to consider their role in safeguarding the environment. Visual aids, such as interactive maps and documentaries, provide illustrative representations of migration paths and the influences of geomagnetic fields on animal behavior. As this understanding permeates society, it cultivates an appreciation for the natural world, inspiring future generations to advocate for conservation efforts. The synergy between education and awareness. The future of magnetoreception research holds a myriad of unanswered questions that beckon exploration. Investigating how certain species perceive the Earth's magnetic field may provide insights into the mechanisms underlying this phenomenon. These inquiries extend to the molecular and neurological pathways involved, revealing the complexity of the sensory systems at play. Understanding the role of cryptochromes, light-sensitive proteins believed to be involved in magnetoreception, is crucial. Their interactions within specific cells could elucidate how organisms translate magnetic signals into navigational cues. This ongoing research may yield new perspectives on evolutionary adaptations, as diverse species have developed unique strategies to harness this sensory information. The influence of environmental factors on magnetoreception continues to be a significant area of inquiry. Variations in magnetic field strength and orientation, as well as the impact of artificial electromagnetic interference, may alter navigational accuracy. Investigating these elements will enhance comprehension of how species adapt to rapidly changing environments. Further, the potential for biophysical studies of magnetite, a magnetic mineral found in certain organisms, invites exploration into its role in navigation. This region of research may bridge ecological dynamics with molecular biology, revealing deeper connections between life forms and the physical world around them. Unraveling these mysteries may not only expand the understanding of magnetoreception, but also enrich the broader field of sensory biology. Inspiring future generations of scientists requires a multifaceted approach that engages curiosity and nurtures critical thinking. Educational initiatives play a pivotal role, incorporating hands-on activities that allow young learners to explore concepts of magnetoreception and its implications in the natural world. This region of study can be seamlessly integrated into science curricula, enabling students to investigate the remarkable abilities of birds and bees. Workshops and interactive exhibits can cultivate interest, providing opportunities for participants to engage directly with researchers. These encounters foster a personal connection, allowing young minds to grasp complex ideas through guided experiments and observation. Schools and community programs can introduce citizen science projects, encouraging children to contribute to ongoing research while cultivating a sense of ownership in scientific discovery. The importance of mentorship cannot be understated. Establishing relationships between seasoned scientists and aspiring students can illuminate pathways into the scientific community. Mentors can share their experiences, demonstrate the relevance of research, and inspire the next generation to pursue their passions in science. Public science communication also plays a vital role. Engaging storytelling, accessible language, and innovative media can bridge the gap between scientific knowledge and public understanding. By presenting complex topics in relatable ways, it becomes possible to spark interest and encourage exploration among young learners. The role of documentaries and media in promoting science literacy is profound. Engaging visuals and clear narratives serve as gateways to understanding intricate concepts. Through the lens of various mediums, viewers are introduced to the mechanisms of scientific inquiry, bridging the gap between abstract theories and tangible realities. This approach cultivates curiosity, enabling individuals to explore the natural world with informed perspectives. In these portrayals, the complexities of phenomena such as climate change, genetic engineering, and astrophysical events are distilled into accessible formats. Narratives often incorporate expert interviews, showcasing the thoughts of leading scientists whose work shapes our comprehension of the universe. This connection between experts and viewers fosters a sense of trust and legitimacy, encouraging audiences to embrace scientific reasoning. In addition, the integration of personal stories alongside scientific exploration deepens emotional engagement. Audiences witness firsthand the impacts of scientific advancements on everyday life, from health breakthroughs to environmental conservation efforts. Such narratives inspire action and advocacy, emphasizing the significance of informed decision-making in societal contexts. Through these artistic expressions, the foundations of scientific literacy are laid. Knowledge becomes a shared resource, empowering individuals to participate in discussions about pressing global issues. This shared understanding, the importance of understanding magnetic navigation, extends beyond the mere observation of avian and insect behavior. This phenomenon plays a significant role in the broader ecosystem, influencing migration patterns and the intricate relationships between species. By deciphering how organisms perceive the Earth's magnetic field, researchers can gain insights into the evolutionary adaptations that have emerged over millennia. Tracking the migratory routes of birds reveals how these creatures utilize magnetic cues to traverse vast distances with remarkable precision. The neural mechanisms involved in this process demonstrate the complexity of their navigation systems. Similarly, the navigation strategies of bees highlight the integration of multiple sensory modalities, allowing them to locate food sources and navigate their environments effectively. Examining the interactions between these species and their surroundings sheds light on the interconnectedness of life on Earth. It emphasizes the delicate balance within ecosystems where disruptions can have far-reaching consequences. Understanding these navigational abilities also raises questions about the effects of anthropogenic changes, such as electromagnetic pollution, on wildlife behavior and habitat integrity. Continued research into magnetic navigation not only enriches our comprehension of animal behavior, but also underscores the necessity of preserving natural habitats. These insights can inform conservation efforts, ensuring that the intricate web of life continues to thrive in a rapidly changing world. Research into magnetic navigation continues to deepen understanding of how various species interact with their environment. New methodologies, including advanced imaging techniques and molecular biology, are being employed to unravel the complexities of this phenomenon. These approaches allow for a more detailed examination of the sensory mechanisms that underlie navigation abilities in birds and bees. The implications of this research extend beyond basic science. Conservation strategies can be refined by integrating knowledge of migratory patterns and habitat requirements influenced by magnetic fields. It becomes increasingly evident that changes in these fields, potentially linked to climate change and human activity, may affect navigation and, consequently, population dynamics. Future studies are poised to explore the potential for artificial navigation systems inspired by these natural phenomena. By emulating the mechanisms that allow animals to navigate, scientists can design more efficient technologies for use in various fields, including agriculture and autonomous transport. Increasing collaboration between disciplines such as ecology, physics, and technology can foster innovative solutions to the challenges posed by environmental change. Understanding how organisms perceive magnetic fields may also provide insights into their evolutionary adaptations, shedding light on the resilience of life in the face of ongoing transformations. Such exploration may assist to restore the dupliapan, udons aslunia volasi, into their evolutionary adaptations.